Hey guys, it's Crystal. So I wanted to make a video today about wigs. I've been getting a ton of awesome responses to all of my different hair colors and hairstyles that I've been posting on Instagram. If you haven't done so yet, please take a moment, pause the video, and go ahead and follow me on Instagram, and I'll follow you right back. It is Pacific Northwest Vibe. I will go ahead and link it in the description below. But yeah, I've been getting a ton of really awesome and positive responses since posting that first wig picture, I don't know, like 2 or 3 months ago now. And I've been getting a lot of questions like, where do I get my wigs? What wigs do I recommend? What types of wigs are there? Wig care, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it and show you a couple of my favorite wigs, or at least my favorite wigs of right now. I do have a lot of different wigs. Like if you go back to videos like from years ago, I have some more like natural colored hair wigs, but I really am having a great time being able to change my hair color and do those really cool hair colors that are so popular right now, like the gray, the pastel pinks, the mint greens. And I can finally be the blonde of my choice and of my dreams without ruining my hair. That's another really cool thing about wigs. You don't have to go and dye your hair and ruin your hair. Let's say you work in a place that kind of frowns upon different color hair, such as like greens or pinks or blues. You can go ahead and pop a wig on and take it off for real life or whatever. Okay. So first, before you go ahead and get a wig, if you are thinking about one, there's a couple quick tips that I just want to point out. And again, this is my opinion, or some of this is my opinion, but if you are thinking about getting a wig, first of all, look at your face shape. Now, a wig is going to look slightly different than your natural hair. So look at your face shape. Do you want something long? Do you want something blunt and short? Do you want something layered? Wigs come in all different types of styles and colors and cuts, so you can really get anything you want. You can get tight curls, jerry curls, beach waves, loose waves, pin straight, layered face frame. Now, of course, you can go ahead and just get a long wig and take it to a stylist and have them cut it. But it is kind of fun to get a wig that's styled and cut the way you like it already. So look at your face shape and kind of determine what you'd like. Now, precursor, you can go ahead and do whatever the heck you want. You can go ahead and get whatever color you want, whatever style you want. It won't necessarily look awesome or great on you because realistically, you don't look good in every single cut, color, and style. And that's a mistake that I used to make with wigs. I would see these beautiful wigs and think, that cut is amazing, that color is amazing, the style is amazing, and I would get it based on that alone. And when I would get them, I would just think, gosh, it looks off, it looks kind of different, kind of weird, and it kind of ruined my wig experience. So for a couple of years, I just wore my natural hair. So now I'm really taking those things into consideration. Now, there's a couple of things that I think would look great universally. Like, I think the correct blonde a blonde in general will look great on anybody. You know, not everybody's going to look great as a bleach blonde. Not everyone's going to look great as like a strawberry blonde. So take that into consideration as well. If you want to do kind of an out there hair color. So I'm going to show you my mint green. So this is my 22-inch dark rooted mint green wig. It's like the Kylie Jenner inspired look. That's the back, and this is the front. So I knew I wanted to do you know, colored wigs, and just because somebody's favorite color is like orange or pink doesn't mean that that's going to look good on you. And the thing is, you know, like I said, you can do whatever you want, get whatever you want. But wigs cost money, and depending on how much you're willing to spend, you don't want to spend even, you know, like $50 and really not be happy with it or not feel as fierce as you should in it. So for me, I went ahead and I looked at my undertones in my skin. I looked at my skin color, and I kind of thought about like the makeup I would wear with it, lip color I would wear with it. I put a lot of thought like that into it, and You know, not every color is going to look good on me. Like for pink, I really wanted just like a full pink wig, not a hot pink. Like I really like the pastels, but I think like a full pink wig would just make my skin have those like super red undertones. So I kind of got the best of both worlds, like the one I'm wearing now. And I got a pastel pink rooted wig that goes into like a silvery pastel gray. And this is 22 inches as well. So not the, you know, the entire thing isn't pink, and it does diffuse it. The gray diffuses those red undertones in me. So this worked out nicely for me. Again, if you don't care about it looking good with your skin tone or whatever, then go ahead and get whatever color you want. But it is helpful to know those kinds of things. If you're unsure what your undertones are or what colors complement your undertones, I'll go ahead and link in the description box some really good sites like color wheel sites and things like that. So you can go ahead, or you can even Google what colors complement your skin tone. So if you're thinking about like a pink wig, you might just want to go ahead and double check that it will complement your skin tone. So the other two that I wanted to show you, now this one was my very first kind of out there colored wig, and right now I'm loving the dark rooted or the rooted wigs. So I like the ombre effect where its root is a different color and then it fades into something else. So I wanted to do the gray hair trend so badly, but I like chopped my hair back in January, and I went and I was gonna go bleach it, and then I found out that I might have to go for like 3 or 4 sessions for bleaching, and that's a lot of damage on your hair. Years ago, I did a lot of videos on hair care and regrowing hair because I've damaged my hair so much. So I was like, man, I don't know if I want to go through that. So I went ahead and got, and I love this. It's like super pretty. This is a 20-inch wig, 20-inch long wig, and it's brown rooted. As you can see, it's brown rooted, and I love the wig cap or what it's sewn to, because it looks like a real scalp right there, which is really cool. So it's brown, dark rooted that goes into a gray. And for me, I think that, you know, the rooted into a color kind of looks a little bit more natural depending on how you wear it. And that gray wig, so many people have asked me if that's my real hair. So it's all about how you wear it and what you're comfortable with. Now, my rule of thumb for anything, and especially wigs, the more confident and the more fierce you feel in them, you're going to look better in them. I know that kind of sounds weird, but if you're really confident and you're rocking it and you have like the makeup, the outfit, everything together, people really will ask you, like, is that your natural hair? Seriously, because if you walk around like, oh, this is a wig, yeah, you know, obviously you're going to draw attention to the fact that it's a wig. Does this one look very real? Not as real as my other ones. Do I give a fuck? Not really, because I walk around like the fucking world is RuPaul's Drag Race catwalk. And 2 people today, actually, this morning at 7-Eleven asked how long it took for me to get my hair this light. I mean, this part is a little bit more fake, as you can see. I really, really like it. Now, that brings me into my next point of topic. Now, this wig right here is my absolute baby. There are two different main types of wigs out there when you are thinking about getting a wig. Now, this might have to be like a 2-part video. I'm looking at my time. This is my gorgeous blonde, dark rooted wig. Now, she was much longer. I did cut her. She was 28 inches, and that is really long when you're only 5'1". So this wig right here is an extremely high quality wig compared to my colored wigs. You know, again, you want to think about price and things like that. If you're just starting out, who cares? Like this gray wig, this wasn't more than $60. I'm not kidding you. And it's all of these are synthetic fibers. There are human hair and synthetic. I really like synthetic. I don't have a reason to get human hair or even a blend. I think synthetic is really fun. I change them up all the time. When you do synthetic, there's a certain way to wash them, and I will get into that because I've actually ruined a couple synthetic wigs washing them wrong. So these wigs, like the gray one and this pink and gray and my mint green, are called full wigs. Now that means that they are on a full cap. Now this is a lace cap. So the hair tracks are sewn into that little hair cap. So a full wig has no lace in the front, if you've heard the term lace front wig. But they're usually a bit, well, I shouldn't say lighter, but some of them are a bit lighter on the head. So you'll find that a lot of them don't really have clips in them. Some do. You can even request that they have them put clips in here just to secure it better. But all wigs will come with this little bra strap on each side, and that's to clip it in the back to tighten it to your hair. So the full wigs are just that, full. Get them out of the bag or box, brush them, shake them out a bit, depending if they're curly or not. And then you go ahead and put on your hair cap. Now, where did I just put my hair cap? Okay, sorry. Remember, I can't edit you guys yet until I get my new charger. So most wigs will come with, or you can request or purchase a hair cap, or like those little petty things that you can put on if you try on shoes, like at the mall, put those on. So you put your hair cap on like so, and then it goes up in a net. Once your hair is nice and flat, now again, my hair is really short underneath, so it's easy for me to just flatten it and go. If you have longer hair, you will have to finagle it so that it's flat against your head under this. Once you have that on and you get a full wig, then you can go ahead and just put your full wig on and brush her out, style her, and you're ready to go. Lace front wigs are the other, and that is what this baby is. She is a lace front. Now, she's really heavy. She's one of my more expensive wigs. And if you are interested in her or the company that makes her, anything like that, I'll actually do a full review on her. She's not like a super high end of the spectrum, like $400 or $500 wig. Not at all. I think she was about $100. So really good price, and she honestly is one of the best quality wigs. This is Futura fiber, and it acts a lot like real hair. They also did a multi-tone in her, if you can see that. What I love about this one is there is so much hair. They do it by the ounce. You can get it, or there's a baseline ounce that they have on their wigs. You can have more tracks of hair added if you want to do a custom for extra. But what that means is you can put her up, you can style her, and the little cap that it's attached to will not show. Whereas these, if you start moving them around too much, the underside that it's sewn to might show. So the lace front that I have here is really, really nice and high quality. Why is it called a lace front? That's because on the front, you can see where I cut, it comes, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. It comes sewn onto lace. And you trim the lace, you leave about 1 centimeter. I cannot stand when I see people trim it right to that edge where the hair starts, because that's a quick way to ruin that lace. Even if you don't think that you're going to be gluing the lace down, you can tuck it under if you need to. But to cut way too short, not a smart idea, because if that lace starts to fray, there goes your entire wig at some point. So you want to leave about 1 centimeter. And then on the sides where your sideburns are, you're going to leave a little bit more, like a pull tab as I call it, right here, so that you can glue this portion down here so that it looks like one flush hairline. And that means you can style it, you can put it up, and it's going to look like it's just part of your head, like your forehead goes right into the hairline. So a lace front is absolutely more realistic looking in that sense. You can glue those 2 side tabs by the sideburns down, and then this lace disappears basically onto your skin. It sits flush with your skin and gives you an actual natural hairline. So lace fronts are really cool like that. There's also a lot of different ways that they can come parted. So you'll see things like a C part, a U part, an L part. There's Swiss lace, which is a really nice high quality type of lace. The different type of parting that it can come, if you get like a really deep part, that's pretty cool because you can part it and move it around and it still will look natural. So the part on my lace front looks like that, so that it actually sits flush with me. And the cool thing about the lace front is, or this one at least, I can kind of middle part it, side part it, however I want. And because of that lace, it's still going to look really, really natural.